Hello friends, this is Dr. Anand Pai. We are back with another new problem in 1D motion. Today we are taking a general problem and there might be a lot of numericals involved with that, but today we will take a very general problem which is very easier problem. Okay, the problem is like this. A person traveling along a straight line travels V1 at V1 velocity for a time T1 and velocity V2 for time T2. Find the average velocity of the person. This particular problem starts from very basic, the basic definition of average velocity. Okay, what is the basic definition of average velocity? Average velocity definition, if you consider average velocity, it is nothing but displacement over time, right? So it is nothing but displacement over time. Now here we are starting with a point 1 and it is moving, okay, a time t1, this is time, we do not know what is the distance it is moving, it's a s1, okay, this it is moving at velocity v1, right? Similar one, it is moving another time, we are worried about time here, not the distance, so another time t2 which may be moving a distance s2 with a velocity v2. Now what is asked is what is the average velocity, right? So we have to write the average velocity, I will say v bar is equal to say s1 plus s2 divided by the total time which is t1 plus t2, right? Now what is s1? If you consider v1 is nothing but s1 by t1. That means my S1 is equal to V1 into T1. Similarly, we can write S2 as V2 into T2. Let us substitute back here. We will get this one average velocity V bar as instead of S1, I will substitute V1 T1 and instead of S2, I will substitute V2 T2. And divided by T1 plus T2. This would be the average velocity. Now here in any numerical problems, they may give some numbers here. For example, they may give V1, a person travels along a V1 with 2 km per hour for a time of say 1 hour and then V2 say 4 km per hour for half an hour, 0.5 hour. Find the average velocity of the person. That can be there, or they may give in meters per second. There might be conversions involved, so we have to be very clear. There is a special case here where the time duration is equal. That is, T1 is equal to T2. Let us say it is equal to time T. That is, for half the time he goes with velocity V1. For another half the time he goes with velocity V2. If such kind of case is there, then V bar in that special case would be V1t plus V2t divided by t plus t, and this would be equal to, let me take out t outside, you will get V1 plus V2 divided by t plus t is 2t. So this t and t cancels and we get V bar is equal to V1 plus V2 divided by 2. So if the time duration is the same, the velocity v1 is traveling at the time t, and the time, and for the half it is the half it is v2. Then it is just the average of these two. That is v1 plus v2 divided by 2. That would give the average velocity. For example, if a person travels at 90 kilometers per hour for some time, and for the same time he goes with 100 kilometers per hour for the same duration of time, 100 plus 90 divided by 2, that is 95 kilometer per hour. So you have to go for the middle point. Okay. So I hope you have enjoyed this, students. Slowly we will go on to much tougher questions. Okay. And this is a general question which can be implemented into a lot of other questions. I hope you have enjoyed this. Happy learning, students.